رفتار زمانہ ریس ٹوڈے پلیز سبسکرائب اینڈ لائک. آپ سے درخواست ہے کہ اس چینل کو سبسکرائب کریں اور لائک کریں. شکریہ. السلام علیکم. آج جو ویڈیو میں ڈال رہا ہوں وہ حضور صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم کی ذات پاک پہ AI یعنی آرٹیفیشل انٹیلیجنس نے جو ہمیں ویڈیو بنا کے دیا وہ ہے. پہلے میں اسے پورا کا پورا اوریجنل فارم میں ڈالنا چاہ رہا ہوں تاکہ آپ لوگ دیکھ سکیں کہ باہر کے لوگ ہمارے اسلام کے بارے میں اور حضور صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم کے بارے میں کیا سوچ رکھتے ہیں. ظاہری بات ہے آرٹیفیشل انٹیلیجنس اسی بیس پہ کام کرتا ہے جو فیڈ کرا گیا ہو، جو ریکارڈ موجود ہو، اور یہ پورا کا پورا ریکارڈ تمام آج کے جتنے بھی ایڈوانس سائنٹسٹ ہیں اور جو اس فیلڈ میں کام کر رہے ہیں انہی کے ذریعے مہیا کرایا جا رہا ہے. مسلم ورژن نہیں ہے یہ، بلکہ جو ان لوگوں کے ذریعے ایک امیج بنائی جا رہی ہے کس طریقے سے اسلام نکلا، تو یہ ہمیں جج کرنا ہے. اس کے لیے میں پہلے اوریجنل ویڈیو ڈالوں گا، اس کے بعد اس میں اپنی آواز میں انگلش کی جگہ پورا اردو اور ہندی میں بتاؤں گا جو کہا گیا ہے. پہلے آپ سے درخواست ہے کہ اوریجنل ویڈیو دیکھیں بنا کسی افینس کے. ہم دیکھنا چاہ رہے تھے کہ کہاں پر کیا ہے اور کیا سوچ رکھتے ہیں یہ لوگ. تو اب اس میں آرٹیفیشل انٹیلیجنس بھی شامل ہو گیا ہے اور اسلام کے بارے میں، حضور صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم کے بارے میں، ہماری تھنکنگ کے بارے میں ان حضرات کی کیا سوچ ہے، اور ہمیں اس سوچ سے واقف ہونا ضروری ہے. بنا اس کے ہم کچھ بھی نہیں سمجھ پائیں گے جب تک دوسرے لوگ ہمارے بارے میں جو خیال رکھتے ہیں ہم اس کو نہیں سمجھیں. اس لیے میں پہلے اس ویڈیو کو ویسا کا ویسا ہی ڈال رہا ہوں. کچھ امیجز ہیں جو انہوں نے استعمال کی ہیں، اور کہیں بھی جہاں بھی تصویریں ہیں وہ آرٹیفیشل انہوں نے استعمال کری ہیں. ہمیں پتہ ہے کہ حضور صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم کی یا کسی کی بھی کوئی تصویر تو موجود نہیں ہے، اور اسی کی وجہ سے میں آپ سے چاہوں گا کہ کچھ اپنے کمنٹ بھی دیں اور کس طریقے سے ہمیں لینا چاہیے اور کہاں تک اس چیز کو آگے بڑھایا جا سکتا ہے. اس لیے کہ آج ہم لوگ خود اتنے قابل نہیں ہو پا رہے ہیں، اس لیے آرٹیفیشل انٹیلیجنس ہی ہماری مدد کر پائے گی، اور یہ ویڈیو اس کی ایک مثال ہے. ویڈیو شروع کر رہا ہوں.
Mohammad, born in Mecca in 570 CE, came into a world marked by deep tribal divisions and moral uncertainties. Orphaned at a young age, he was raised by his uncle Abu Talib amidst the harsh deserts of Arabia. His early experiences shaped a character that was both reflective and resilient, qualities that would later define his prophetic mission. Even in his youth, Muhammad was known for his integrity and trustworthiness. These traits earned him the nickname Al-Amin, meaning the trustworthy one, and set the stage for his future responsibilities. His reflective nature often led him to seek solitude in the caves near Mecca, where he pondered the deeper questions of existence and spirituality. As Muhammad grew into manhood, the socio-political landscape of Mecca, dominated by commerce and idol worship, began to weigh heavily on his conscience. This environment, ripe with injustice and inequality, stirred in him a profound desire for change, setting the foundation for his later revelations and teachings. In his formative years, Muhammad formed several key friendships that would later influence his mission and teachings. Among his closest companions was Abu Bakr, a well-respected merchant who shared Muhammad's concerns about societal issues. Their friendship was built on mutual respect and a shared vision for a moral society grounded in the belief in one God. Another significant figure in his early life was Waraka ibn Nawfal, a cousin of his wife Khadijah, who was familiar with Jewish and Christian scriptures. Waraka provided Muhammad with insights into monotheistic beliefs that were prevalent in other parts of the world, which helped Muhammad frame his understanding of the revelations he would later receive. These early interactions not only provided Muhammad with a supportive network, but also helped him articulate the vision that would eventually transform Arabian society. His friendships were not merely personal. They were deeply intertwined with his spiritual journey and his quest to establish a just society. Muhammad's marriage to Khadija bint Khuwaylid was a pivotal moment in his life. Khadija, a wealthy merchant herself, was 15 years his senior and had been widowed twice. She was attracted to Muhammad's honesty and integrity, and it was she who proposed marriage. Their union was marked by deep mutual respect and love, providing Muhammad with emotional and financial stability. Khadija's belief in Muhammad's mission was unwavering. When Muhammad began receiving divine revelations, it was Khadija who comforted him and encouraged him to embrace his role as a messenger of God. Her support was crucial in the early, uncertain days of his prophethood, making her an integral part of the Islamic story. The marriage not only fortified Muhammad personally, but also socially and economically empowered him to devote his life to spreading the message of monotheism. Khadija's role as both a confidant and a supporter underscores the significant impact that personal relationships had on the foundational years of Islam. The revelation of the Quran began in 610 CE, during what is known as Laylat al-Qadr, or the Night of Power. Muhammad, then 40 years old, was meditating in the cave of Hira when the angel Gabriel appeared to him. This momentous event marked the beginning of his role as the prophet, the messenger of Allah. Gabriel's first command to Muhammad was read or recite. This was significant as Muhammad was illiterate. The command symbolized the importance of knowledge and learning in Islam. The revelations he received over the next 23 years laid the foundations for the Quran, the holy book of Islam, guiding millions in the centuries to follow. The impact of these revelations was profound. They not only challenged the existing social order in Mecca, but offered a new framework for society based on justice, equality, and the worship of one God. Muhammad's message was revolutionary, calling for radical changes in how individuals and communities lived and interacted. As the bearer of God's final message to humanity, Muhammad's role expanded beyond that of a mere spiritual guide. He became a social reformer and a political leader, crafting a cohesive community out of fragmented tribes. His leadership was characterized by wisdom, justice, and a profound commitment to the welfare of his followers. He became a social reformer and a political leader, crafting a cohesive community out of fragmented tribes. Muhammad instituted a number of social reforms, including rights for women and the poor, and principles for economic justice, which were radical for the time. His teachings on charity and compassion for the less fortunate laid the groundwork for a more egalitarian society, principles that continue to influence millions around the world. Under Muhammad's guidance, the early Muslim community in Medina set an example of unity and cooperation. Through his actions and teachings, Muhammad demonstrated that leadership must be exercised with humility and must aim for the greater good. His approach to governance was not just revolutionary, it was divinely inspired, steering his community through challenges both internal and external. Omar bin Khattab, later known as Caliph Umar, was one of Muhammad's most influential companions. Initially, he was a fierce opponent of Islam, but his conversion marked a turning point both for him and for the Muslim community. His strong personality and commitment to justice significantly shaped the early Islamic State. As a close advisor and the second caliph after Muhammad's death, Umar was instrumental in expanding the Muslim empire and institutionalizing many of Muhammad's teachings. His rule is often cited as a golden period of justice and administrative efficiency in the history of Islam. Umar's leadership exemplified the Islamic principles of governance and justice taught by Muhammad. Omar's story is a testament to the transformative power of faith and the impact of Muhammad's teachings. His journey from adversary to a pillar of the Islamic community illustrates the inclusive nature of Muhammad's message, which called on all, regardless of their past, to unite under the banner of faith and righteousness. Muhammad's approach to spreading Islam was characterized by wisdom and adaptability. Understanding the complexities of Meccan society, he tailored his message to resonate with different audiences, emphasizing common values such as justice, monotheism, and community. His strategic use of alliances and treaties, such as the Treaty of Hudaybiyah, was crucial in gaining support and legitimacy. He also demonstrated remarkable patience and strategic acumen in dealing with opposition. Rather than confrontational, Muhammad often chose a conciliatory approach, which helped to decrease hostilities and allowed for the peaceful spread of his teachings. This approach not only facilitated the growth of Islam in Arabia, but also laid down principles of diplomacy and peaceful negotiation. The spread of Islam under Muhammad's leadership was not just a series of conquests, it was a deliberate, thought-out process that aimed at social transformation through spiritual awakening. His methods underscored the importance of moral and ethical persuasion over force, a strategy that led to the rapid expansion of Islam after his death. Throughout his prophetic mission, Muhammad faced numerous personal and public challenges. From the loss of his beloved wife Khadijah and his uncle Abu Talib, to the constant threat from Meccan tribes, his life was marked by trials and tribulations. However, his steadfast faith and resilience turned these challenges into opportunities to strengthen his leadership and conviction. Muhammad's ability to overcome personal grief and continue his mission with increased determination was inspirational to his followers. His life served as a testament to the power of faith and perseverance. The trials he faced only deepened his empathy and understanding, qualities that made him a profound leader and a compassionate prophet. Muhammad's triumphs, such as the eventual conquest of Mecca and the widespread acceptance of Islam, were not just victories in a worldly sense, but were also spiritual affirmations of his prophethood. These successes underscored the divine support for his mission and inspired his followers to continue spreading his teachings even after his death. Muhammad's legacy is not confined to the religious sphere. It encompasses broad social, political, and cultural dimensions. His teachings revolutionized Arabian society and later much of the world. Principles such as social justice, racial equality, and ethical governance that he championed are now integral to the moral fabric of countless communities worldwide. The establishment of a society based on monotheistic values and ethical principles in Medina was a model that has been emulated by societies throughout history. Muhammad's emphasis on knowledge and learning sparked a pursuit of education in Islamic cultures, leading to significant advancements in science, medicine, and philosophy during the Islamic Golden Age. The universality of Muhammad's message, emphasizing peace, compassion, and justice, continues to resonate across centuries. His life and teachings offer profound insights into dealing with the complexities of modern life, making his legacy relevant in various contemporary discussions about justice, leadership, and community building. Muhammad's journey from a merchant in Mecca to a prophet has left an indelible mark on history. His life and teachings continue to inspire millions around the world, transcending cultural and geographical boundaries. The universal themes of his message, justice, compassion, and unity, are as relevant today as they were over a millennium ago. The story of Muhammad is a reminder of the transformative power of faith and the impact one individual can have on the world. Figures like Omar bin Khattab exemplify how Muhammad's teachings can inspire profound personal and societal change. As humanity continues to face moral and ethical challenges, Muhammad's life stands as a beacon of hope and guidance. In conclusion, Muhammad's legacy is not just about the past. It is a continuous source of inspiration that encourages us to strive for a better, more just society. His life teaches us the value of resilience in the face of adversity and the importance of compassion in leadership. Muhammad's message transcends time, urging us to look beyond our differences and work together for the common good.